great majority of people will not die from this, and I'll just repeat something I said right at the beginning because I think it's worth reinforcing. Most people, a significant proportion of people will not get this virus at all at any point in the epidemic, which is going to go on for a long period of time. Of those who do, some of them will get the virus without even knowing it. They will have the virus with no symptoms at all, asymptomatic carriage, and we know that happens. Of those who get symptoms, the great majority, probably 80%, will have a mild or moderate disease. Might be bad enough for them to have to go to bed for a few days, not bad enough for them to have to go to the doctor. An unfortunate minority will have to go as far as hospital, but the majority of those will just need oxygen and will then leave hospital. And then a minority of those will end up having to go to severe and critical care, and some of those sadly will die. But that's a minority. It's 1% or possibly even less than 1% overall. And even in the highest risk group, this is significantly less than 20%, i.e. the great majority of people, even the very highest groups, if they catch this virus, will not die. And I've really wanted to make that point. We have data on the people who got as far as hospital, how many of those left hospital. But of course, they're at the very severe end of the spectrum. All the ones I was talking about before that point, they make a full recovery, they don't enter the statistics. Now, they increasingly will enter the statistics now that we have a better testing capacity that means that we're picking out more of the milder cases in the community. But I think if people look at those, to go back to your point, what I wouldn't want is for people then to say, oh, well, that's the mortality rate is higher than I expected. That's because the recovery rates we have are for people who are severe enough to get to hospital. And that's even so, that is a majority. So it is important that the census is read in that context.